Okay, welcome back. So, gonna be making up the test pipes, and while I'm down there, I'll show the fuel lines actually on. They're not up, but the fuel lines. Actually, I added a. This is just a Summit little filter. -6. I think it's like a 40 micron filter or something like that. 30 or 40, just a small one. Because it has the in-tank, obviously it has the in-tank filter. I just wanted to add one because the injectors are brand new and we would like to keep those clean. So yeah, this is the line routing. Old lines go out. Okay, whatever. So these come here, tuck up, and they cross under so we can make it to the tunnel, because so you can see this is the bottom of the cat. This is where our exhaust will run. Our next pipe is actually right here, so this is the section I'm gonna. Jeez, okay. This is the section I'm gonna be making up here. The test pipes that actually come for the VQ take up this. Well, whatever. I'm gonna reuse like a power steering bracket to get this line to mount here. I may just use something else, but this line is gonna, jeez. Oh, lighting's so bad. Oh, that's even worse, right? Oh, that's not too bad. This is how he looks when you don't have a lift. Alright, so I'm gonna mount the lines here. I think it'll be pretty clean looking. I like it. And so they can continue up the tunnel. And yeah. But we're here for the exhaust. Oh. Enemy number one right now. My rack is down. Oh, my side is down. Because I'm having a little bit of clearance in problems here. So I'm just cutting away more of the heat shielding. I cut like, it looks so sloppy now. I cut it clean when it was out of the car. Yeah, and of course everything was cool, everything fit when it was in the car, but then you put it back in, tighten everything up where it's supposed to be, and it don't work. So yeah, it was the major issue with this swap. So I still haven't shaved like the corners off my knuckles. I mean, that is DEFCON 12. Not that it would make a huge difference, like wouldn't be safe or nothing like that, but I don't want to get into that yet. I can just easily cut this off, even though it looks so stupid and sloppy because our room, I don't have much space in here. Clean out, because there's a lot of space in there, because it's a heat shielding, and then there's like material in it. So I'm gonna cut that off. I mean, this is completely metal, so heat is not too much of a concern. I mean, it is letting some heat out, but it is towards the bottom of the car. Maybe even catch some wind off of here, so we'll see. I probably already talked about this before, but I don't remember it, so sorry. The passenger side went bad like last year, and they are so annoying to change. So while this motor was out, I noticed this is starting. The bottom's not that bad. It's more in the top, which of course you can't really, of course you can't really see. But anyway, it's starting to go bad, and obviously this will be a huge problem while this motor is in. So I'm getting it out the way right now. So yeah, and also that obviously affects caster toe, everything. It's a major suspension part. So possible I can just replace this before I cut more of this, but I'd rather be safe than sorry, because I would not want it to catch that at some other point. So I'm gonna deal with it now. Okay, let's get to welding these test pipes. All right, so I'm back. Got the exhaust set up. Well, set up. So getting ready to tack it up, and I'll take it out. I'm gonna shoot for some good welds on this one, because I am disappointed in my welds right now. But yeah, whatever. So I got the exhaust set up. I'll show you that. Jack the car up a little bit more. I don't want to go too high because I still need it to be somewhat flat, just so I want this to be right. I get one shot at this. Okay, we got our ratchet strap to hold our X-pipe cross section, whatever. But yeah, that's what I mean, like it Y's, obviously, because it's true duals, but they Y into the cross section. X into the, whatever you want to call it, who cares? So, alright, so right now it's not perfect. I still have to, I'm gonna spin this a little more, and that's what we're going for. I'm gonna tack these up, and listen, I know it's ugly. It's version 1. I didn't feel like actually just cutting the flange off. I could have to make it neater, but like I said, version 1 for the stock cats. Eventually I want to make my own headers, so I'm not too worried about this. Mocked up, well, just tack welded. Yeah, so still, all my stuff is still a mess here. I don't like really cleaning up and putting stuff away until like something's done. I don't know why, it's weird. It feels weird. I feel like if I'm putting everything away as I go, I'm gonna lose stuff, which don't really make sense. But it makes me feel better to keep everything a mess. I got our tanks. Oh look, my first G 2012. Yeah, so I bought this actual art kit. This is the first kit. This G is running the second kit, but the first one had the Vortex V2 kit on it. I missed that thing, but see, she put her stamp on the new one. And these are gonna be the best welds you ever seen from me, because yeah, I'm disappointed in my welds, like, because I know I can do better. If I didn't know I could do better, then it wouldn't matter. But I know I can do a lot better. Hopefully this looks good. my neck. Okay, welcome back, boys and girls. Exhaust. I finished up that last test pipe, well, the first test pipe last night, and I just put it on the car and let it cool down. I'm always paranoid about the V-bands just because it's like, it's no going back. It's no going back. So that's on the car. I'll take that off and show you that up close. The other one is mocked up, and I'm getting ready to tack that up and finish that one up today. So let's take a look. Yeah. Okay, that's what we're going to be making. So when you do the V-bands, I like to tighten them all the way, like just because obviously if you don't have this completely flush, once you weld your pipe and get your angle, once you tighten this completely flush, it's going to change your angle. So just make sure your V-band's always tight when you do the initial tacks. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Other one. Well, I'll take it off after I tack up the other ones, and I'll show you them both at the same time. test pipes are off. One is finished, one is tacked up. About to finish that in a second. I'm still not happy with it. I mean, they're getting better, but it's still, again, like I said, if I didn't know I could do better than this, it wouldn't make a difference. But I used to get paid to weld. I mean, it was 10 years ago, but still, come on, like, I should still have a little better than this in me, like, whatever. So I definitely cleaned them up a lot before I showed you, so wire brush and all that stuff. I don't know how good you can see it. Actually, the V-bands, I mean, I'm glad they look a lot better. That's because, I'll show you these first and then I'll explain. Yeah, so you can see. So the actual test pipe, whatever, this part, the thickness and the densities of the metals, like, I'm pretty sure they're both stainless. The V-bands are Summits stainless, they're 2.5. So these are close to the same thicknesses, which is a nicer weld. This is the problem, because the pipe is thin. Actually, obviously, I mean, see how thick this flange is. This pipe is not that thick, obviously. So if I set up the machine and the speed to weld on this flange, once I'm on this pipe, it's mostly just making holes in it. So yeah, that's where the ugliness is coming from. So I got one more shot at this.
Rodan.
Make myself feel better, I'm gonna say it's the best I can do with this machine, so I'll live with it. Just better light. Might have to go right there again. Could be a pinhole. Yes, I need a new welding tip, which is why I'm saying this is the best I can do with this machine right now. So yeah, one last job. She's done me well. Alright, I'm rambling. So I'm gonna get a new tip, finish this up, and whatever. See you next time.